bop, bop.
You got to hold it a little closer to your mouth.
Bop, bop, bop.
Act like it's Emily's face. She went right into your face.
Back.
Oh, what? Yeah, it's you doing this and her just keep coming back to. Hi, welcome to Rachel Uncensored, a show where I sit down with one of my friends and talk about whatever the fuck I want. It's the only place on the internet you'll find an uncensored version of me. I'm here with my best friend, Joy Woodmansey.
Woo, woo.
Woo, woo. And next to my head is a pug's butt. Okay, he sat down. Welcome back to the show, Joy.
Thank you. It's nice to be back.
Yeah, she's been here quite a few times. This is your third, I believe.
Yes.
And today, I really enjoyed last time doing reading Am I the Asshole submissions. And I
enjoyed that as well.
Responding. So our friend Emily, / my assistant, / my co-host of All Things Internet, my other podcast, if you haven't checked it out, check it out, sent us ones that she found that she thought we should respond to. But first, I want to say, I love you.
I love you. It's nice to be here. I'm excited.
How have you been?
I've been good. Just busy.
Yeah? She's
Yeah.
a dog trainer. She does a lot of dog training things. If you're watching, this pug behind me is hers. You just hopped up here like, yeah, this is where I'm supposed to be. Hey, baby.
He need to sit next to the main attraction.
Oh, he knows.
You know him.
We're the stars.
Yes.
He's got me. All right. Let's get into this, shall we? All right. We're going to read. I told Emily to send me short ones, and these are like 6 paragraphs long.
That's short for her.
That girl can read. Oh, my God. She sent me so many. All right.
She's always been an overachiever.
Emily?
Yes.
Always. God, that's why she makes a great assistant. I'm like, can you just get me this? And she's like,
she doesn't
sure.
know how to underachieve.
No, because she's so anxious about failing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, oh, something needs to be done. I'm like, yeah, cool, I'll get it done. And then I asked her to get something done. She's like, oh my God, it's the only thing I can think about it until it's completed to perfection. I'm like, okay.
What a problem to have, too.
I mean, it's a good problem. Like,
Yeah.
my girlfriend always says if she was going to choose her addiction, it would be like working out.
Right.
It's an addiction. It's like, it's
I could see how it would be tiring, but at least you always have your stuff done.
Yeah. I procrastinate like crazy.
Yeah, I do too. I
All right.
thrive off of procrastination.
That's because of our ADHD.
Yeah.
It's a thing. It's that boost of things that happen in us when we achieve it
and
after
then you
that.
feel so accomplished with getting it done. You don't even think about the fact that you only gave yourself 24 hours to do it.
Yes. Or you're like, that only took me 5 minutes. I could have completed that.
There's moments where I think
ago.
too, imagine how amazing this would have been though if I did give myself the amount of time I needed to complete.
Yes. I do that often. I'm like, I have all day to watch that video and post it. I could have it like done early, have a promo for it done. I'm like, I got all day. I can do this.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh crap, it has to be done in 5 minutes. I have no time to do anything.
Or I almost psych myself out where if I do it like last minute and it still turns out good, then I tell myself, wow, it would have been so good if I gave myself time.
Yes.
Like this validates how good I could be.
Yeah. But we'll never know. But I know I could be better.
But do they know that?
No. And it's like a little secret you keep to yourself. You're like, if only you fuckers knew how great I could be. You don't know. All right. Speaking of us and being assholes, let's read, Am I the asshole? Am I the asshole for making my girlfriend pay to sleep over? Immediately, yes. Immediately, yes.
I need more information.
You are not a prostitute.
What is going on?
Immediately, yes. I, a 28-year-old male, have been with my girlfriend, 22 female, for about a year now, and have and things have been going really well up until recently. We live in separate apartments, and we're spending about 1 night a week together at my place. But recently, it has turned into 3 or 4 nights a week. Okay, so they've been together a year.
Okay.
They've only do 1 night together a week.
Okay,
now they're doing multiple nights a week at his house. Now, don't get me wrong. I love having my girlfriend sleep over, and I could even see us living together one day. Okay, it's over a year. It's time. It's time. However, when I asked her to start paying $24 each night she stays over, she got really upset. Yeah, you fuckhead. $24? What a
for what?
random
Water
amount.
and electricity?
What?
Like,
dude, what the? For your dick? What is the? Okay. I explained that all of my utility bills have gone up significantly since she started staying over more, and that $24 for 1 night in an $1,800 a month apartment is a great deal. Heck, I wish I got to live in my apartment for that little. No. No, there's more. But immediately, no.
Heck no.
No.
I could maybe understand if she was staying for like 2 weeks out of the month, like every month.
But it's your girlfriend.
Yeah.
And what a random amount. Like,
what are you just slowly breaking her into the fact that you want her to pay half your bills?
Yeah. Like what? Okay.
I'm trying to think about how I would react to something like that. And I would genuinely be concerned about everything else going forward.
You'd be like, okay, well, I'm never sleeping over again.
Right.
And screw you.
And you move in, and then it's going to be one of those things where he orders like Postmates, and then the next day you're going to get an argument because he's like, I've been waiting on the $20.22.
He's going to Venmo request you $22. Yeah, okay. Anyway, her and her friends think I'm being unreasonable, and her friends are telling her to dump me. Yeah, we'd be those friends.
Yeah.
I really love her, and I don't want to lose her, but I'm afraid of ending up in a relationship where bills aren't split equally, and I don't want to be with someone who just sees me as a meal ticket. Okay. No.
Wait, she's coming to your house, though, right? I'm assuming if you only see each other once a week, there's some sort of traveling involved.
And also, like, why isn't he going to her house?
Right. And so if she's going to his house, like, she has to leave her place.
Yeah, so here's the thing.
So that's the compromise.
If you do live together, you do split things down the middle.
Yeah.
Like
that's understandable.
Well, unless you're like making 6 figures and she's making, 5 figures.
Right.
Like if there's like a massive difference in pay, I think then you should split it based on like how much your income is and whatnot. But like if you're both making around the same money, then you can split everything evenly down the middle.
I mean, whatever works for you works for you. But again, like I just don't understand.
Yeah.
The $24 for one night
and then
a
he
week.
says, I think it's reasonable to ask her to pay for things now that she's spending more time at my place, but maybe I'm wrong. Am I the asshole? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do think so. It's just unnecessary.
Yes.
If you're really struggling for $24 a week, like maybe you shouldn't be in a committed relationship.
No, $24 a night. Wait, isn't that?
But she's only going once a week, right?
No. Well, she was doing once a week, but now it's 3 to 4 times a night, a week. So
yeah,
it was. But $24 to sleep over at your boyfriend's house?
And when
you
somebody
have to pay,
that wants to supposed to spend time with you like what?
Never. Imagine.
No.
If Dylan was like, hey babe, like before you guys were living together, he's like, hey babe, you can sleep over for $24.
Yeah, no.
Not
Absolutely
a chance.
The only thing I can think of is if he was like, let's say he was paying her Uber every time she came, then I could see him being like, oh, I charge her for the Uber. But
no, at that point, it's like pay for it yourself.
What is $24 a night for 3-4 nights?
How much utility?
It's ridiculous.
How much utilities is she using?
Right.
$24. Okay, so she spends the night 4 times a night. Is your utility really going up? Like
something's up with this.
$100 a week?
I think he's the one in some way trying to just profit off her.
But how can you use being $100 extra a week in utilities?
Yeah, no.
Unless she's taking an hour-long shower every time.
One more person doesn't add that much.
No, because you're already
Yeah.
using lights. You're already using AC or heat.
Yeah.
The only thing she adds is a water bill. And where are you living where it's going to cost you $100 extra a week to have one more person
That's
there?
just a red flag. Like,
no, yes.
anyone who's really concerned or controlling over money like that.
Yeah, don't nickel and dime.
Yeah,
Do
no.
not nickel and dime. That's not good. That's going to
No.
create a money issue in your relationship.
Yeah, no.
Like, obviously, don't let people just take from you. Like, if she were
And
a fully
he said in the thing because he doesn't want her viewing her as a what? What did he say?
doesn't want her looking at him as a meal ticket.
Yeah, so I think that just says more about what his insecurity is.
Yes.
Versus
Yes.
the principle of
Yes.
why he's asking. Right.
Okay.
That's
You're the
absurd.
asshole, sir.
Sorry.
You are the ass. I can't imagine.
If I was her friends, I would have said, I've never heard anything like that.
I can't imagine when my girlfriend and I weren't living together, but she's spending a lot of time at my place. Me being like, yeah, babe, I really want you to come spend the night tonight, but you got to bring $24.
No.
Because you're going to flush the toilet.
I'm usually, when I am involved with somebody and I'm in love with them, I'm usually so concerned about wanting to spend time with them. I do whatever to like spend as much time with them. I couldn't think of putting a bill on top of that.
I can't imagine. That is so. If
you're basically saying you have to pay me to spend more time with me.
Yes. If she was like, hey, I would like to move into your apartment, then you were like, great, let's talk about the bills.
Right.
And like all of that.
Right.
That is normal.
Fine. But she's just coming to stay with you?
No, bro.
No.
Then honestly be like,
I feel like that's his way of trying to get her to not come that much.
right? Dude, you're the asshole. All right. Next one. Here it is. All right. Am I the asshole for not thinking the joke my family played on my girlfriend was a big deal? Okay, so the family played a joke on the girlfriend. They don't think it was a big deal. The girlfriend's probably mad.
Okay.
All right. I'm immediately going to say, if your girlfriend was hurt and you don't stand up for her, or you don't see it or validate her feelings, you're an asshole. Okay. I, a 25-year-old male, have a girlfriend, a 23-year-old female, who is absolutely beautiful. And she does have a facial scar. Okay, so she's got a scar on her face, probably extremely self-conscious.
Yeah.
Okay. My family often jokes about it. Nope.
It's his family.
His family jokes about his girlfriend's scar. Immediately no. Immediately your entire family is a raging asshole.
That's
One
so rude.
unity asshole just gaping right in the middle of the world. Okay. They have a super dark sense of humor. No, they don't have a dark sense of humor. They're assholes. They're extremely offensive. That's not a dark sense of humor. No. If it hurts someone else, that's not a joke. It's mean. All right. It bothers my girlfriend.
Yeah.
No. Immediately your entire family needs to go learn how to be human beings.
Rest of this because this is just not right.
And she says it doesn't feel like a joke. It feels like she's being insulted under the pretense of it being dark humor. She's right. Baby girl, if you hear this, leave. Dump him. You deserve better.
Go.
You're beautiful. Fuck them.
That's so rude.
Even though I explained it, that's just how they are and they don't mean any harm. Well, if they're harming her. If they don't mean any harm and they're harming her, then they should stop, right?
They wouldn't pick a physical feature to something that she literally can't change. Like,
no.
that's just messed up.
If they mean no harm and they exude harm, then they should be like, oh, shit. I don't mean to do harm. They should take it back. Okay, yeah.
I'm curious to know if he's said anything to the family.
Okay. Even though I explained it's just how they are and they don't mean any harm, she doesn't really want to be around them. Valid. I told her it was really important to me we spend Christmas with my family. We would quarantine first. Okay, this is during COVID. And test, but it was important to me. She resisted at first, but after some urging from me, she gave in. Okay, sounds like you're an asshole.
Right.
She said, I absolutely could not excuse their behavior if they made a rude comment about her, though. Great. She's setting a boundary. She's setting a hard boundary and standing up for herself. Love
and
it.
telling you ahead of time so you know.
So you are aware, sir. We got there and it was fine for a while. Then my mom and sister broke out their matching ugly sweaters fuck off. My mom and sister broke out their matching ugly sweaters that had my girlfriend's face all over it. I'm actually upset and hurt.
I'm upset.
That's not a joke.
That is so
disgusting.
Cruel.
That's really fucked up.
That is so mean.
That's not even funny at all.
No.
That is so fucked up. Yeah. That's just calling someone ugly.
No. And the boyfriend not sticking up for her,
Holy fuck. They both laughed, saying my mom made them screen printed and it was a joke. No, just because you say it is a joke.
I don't like the way he's defending them.
Me just punching you in the face, you get mad. Joy, it was just a joke.
Yeah, okay.
What the fuck? Hey, you're really ugly. Can't get mad. It's just a joke.
It's just a joke.
I don't mean any harm.
No.
Blah, blah, blah.
No.
Fuck off.
No.
My dad thought it was
face
hilarious.
on a shirt.
I even chuckled a little because she's really beautiful. So it was ironic they put her on an ugly sweater.
So they're jealous.
No, bro. That's not ironic. She is self-conscious. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? My girlfriend looked up at me.
And if she wasn't before his family's making her self-conscious.
Yeah. I said they were being ironic. She shook her head, got up and left. They didn't say anything to anyone. Just took her car and left. Good for fucking her.
Good. She needs to pack her stuff and move on.
I called her several times and she didn't answer. The only text I received was, you need to find your own way home. That pissed me off. Oh, she was just joking, bro.
Oh, it was just a joke.
You don't get the joke? You have to walk home. It's just a joke. You don't get it?
It's a joke. It's fine.
I called her a couple more times. The whole time my mom was upset because it was just a joke and she didn't realize my girlfriend was going to overreact like that. Oh, you're a fucking asshole.
Overreact.
Wow,
no wonder why.
gaslight this shit, bro. You're a gaslighter.
No wonder why he doesn't do anything about it, because his family, why would he? He hasn't been taught better.
I told her that a warning would have been nice. She did give you a warning, bro. She
Yeah.
told you to stand up for her if they did shit, and you didn't. That was your warning. She gave you a warning ahead of time. She set a boundary. The boundary was your warning.
This is the most messed up.
But my sister agreed it was just a joke, and my girlfriend was being a baby about it. You're a fucking piece of shit. I had another fight with my girlfriend when I finally got home, and she said I was an asshole for putting her in a situation. I said I didn't realize they were going to do that, and they were being ironic because she was beautiful. She said I let them treat her badly, and I was trying to make her at fault when my whole family was acting badly. I said it was just a joke, and she was overreacting. Wow, you're a fucking piece of shit.
It was just a joke. It was just a joke.
She asked how it was supposed to be a joke. I said that it was just their sense of humor. No, see, it's not a joke. I said I was sorry she was so offended by the joke, but she ruined the whole day with her reaction. Oh. She said that no, them realizing she wasn't going to take their bullshit anymore ruined the day. We aren't speaking currently, but when a cousin called to wish me a Merry Christmas and asked how the day went, I mentioned what happened, and he straight up called me an asshole for doing that to her. Good cousin.
Good.
I really think I've done anything, though. I didn't know they were going to do that, and it was just a joke, and I think she's overreacting. Am I the asshole here?
100% yes. Not even a doubt.
From the title, he was an asshole.
Yeah, not even a doubt. Faces on a shirt, that is further than I've ever heard of a family going, honestly, to humiliate somebody.
What the fuck?
That's so rude.
That whole I don't want any of that family to reproduce.
And if she is really beautiful, they're probably just all jealous of her.
Right, and they found the one thing she's insecure about.
Right.
And they're going at it.
And they're just going.
She needs to leave him.
No.
Baby girl.
I hope she never calls him back.
She probably thinks she can't do better because they've all made her think she's so ugly.
Yeah, like I said, if she didn't have self-esteem issues before, she is going to have them now. That's really messed up.
Goodness gracious. All right.
I'm glad she left. Good for her.
Good. Let's hope she doesn't go back.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a little break to see if we have a sponsor and then read the next one. Sponsor. BetterHelp Online Therapy is our sponsor for today. So I've noticed that people don't always realize that physical symptoms like headaches, teeth grind, or even digestive issues can be indicators of stress. A lot of the times, our physical bodies are trying to show us that emotionally we're not doing too good. That can also be shown with getting too little sleep or getting too much sleep. I personally don't like getting stressed out, obviously not because of the emotional side, but because honestly, I break out with acne and my sleep schedule gets thrown off, and stress shows up in all types of ways. And in a world that's telling you to do more, sleep less, grind all the time, this is your reminder to take care of yourself, do less, and try out some therapy. BetterHelp is customized online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist. You don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. So if you ain't feeling yourself, you don't have to show anyone yourself. It's much more affordable than in-person therapy. Give it a try and see if online therapy can lower your stress today. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp, and Rachel Uncensored listeners get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/RU. That's BetterHelp.com/the letters R and U. All right. Am I the asshole for what I said after my husband commented on my flat chest? Well, he's an asshole.
Right.
So let's see what you said.
And your cousin?
Your husband.
Oh, I thought you said cousin.
Husband.
Husband, yes, asshole.
Okay. My husband, Jared. Oh, she's just using names. People usually go like male, female, 23.
Right.
She's like, Jared. Just so you know, Jared at 331 Avenue. My husband, Jared, and I have been married for 3 years. He's currently out of work, used to work at a high-paying job, but got kicked out of the company over a fight with a coworker. Oh, he sounds like a winner.
Right.
And I'm the one paying for rent and utilities. Okay. We dedicated some time to see his family weekly. They don't know he's unemployed because he thought they'll see him as a failure, especially his mom. So we're keeping it a secret. Okay. Great. Having secrets in the family, he doesn't do anything. Last night, we were sitting eating dinner at the table. His cousin was talking about his fiance going to Brazil to do a boob job. Jared asked if he was serious, then flattered FSILs? FSILs. What does that mean?
FSILs? Falsely?
He said, if he was serious, then flattered FSIL, all in caps, boobs.
Oh, I don't know.
Saying they're perfect. And he didn't understand why she'd get a boob job. Okay, so he's just saying, why would she get a boob job? Her boobs are perfect. Oh, God, your husband said that? He then turned to me, stared at my chest while I was eating like an idiot. I have a flat chest, so I'm insecure about it, but can't do anything about it, obviously. And he said, hey, why don't you get a boob job? You're the one who needs it the most. Wow. You're married to an asshole.
First made a comment about somebody else's boobs.
And then told you to get a boob job. This guy is a piece of shit.
Wow.
No wonder he got kicked out of his job.
Wow.
His mom gasped and was like, Jared. I said, it's fine. I then turned towards him and said, I'll get a boob job once you get an actual job since you've been unemployed for 6 months. Get it, girl!
Woo! Knock that ego down.
Oh, you met Petty with Petty.
She got a strike with that one. That was
you
good.
got him. He stared at me in disbelief. His mom began questioning him about being unemployed, and he denied, and admitted it was true. It got awkward when his mom was scolding him and others shaming him for hiding it. He got so overwhelmed, he went outside and stayed in the car until I came. He started yelling at me repeatedly. You couldn't have held your effing tongue, and accused me of turning his family against him and having them judge him and shun him.
It is your fault.
Yeah, and now he can't even step foot in the house because of shame and guilt. I argued that his comment about my chest was insulting, but he said he was giving me a piece of advice. Oh, go fuck yourself. And that there is nothing wrong with him wanting me to look pretty. Wow. You're a piece of shit.
Look pretty from the chest area.
What the fuck? You're a piece of shit.
It's laughable how stupid these
Oh my
people are.
God. And said he said it out of support and encouragement. Go fuck yourself. God.
The shit that they tell themselves to like reel it back in. Like, no, I'm doing this for you.
No. Immediately no. Listen, you were petty. I'll give you that. But you're married to a piece of shit. Call a divorce lawyer.
Sometimes petty is deserved.
Yeah, like, listen, you don't always have to take the high road. You didn't take the high road.
You
took
very
the low road
smoothly too. Like that was
Yeah, that you're like, oh, it's fine, and then just pelted him, destroyed him, blew up his entire life. I loved it.
I think it's great.
I mean,
he's not the one.
He's not the one. You married an asshole. It was you. You did a petty thing. He's a raging asshole.
That is insane.
Why do these people exist in the world?
I try to put myself like in these people's shoes to like see how I would react, and I can't, because I legitimately can't see myself being with anybody that would have the nerve to say something like that.
Right?
I would react how I am now. I would start laughing because you're about to die.
Yes. Oh my God.
That's awful.
All right, let's move on to the next one. Am I the asshole for being upset at my sister getting my college fund money?
What?
I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah.
Hi, I am 17. I'm a 17-year-old female, and my sister is 21. She was always a rebellious child, but never got in trouble. Our grandfather let us both have funds for college in his inheritance. The only catch was we actually have to go to college. My sister was a party animal, and she got pregnant at 18. My parents took care of everything, and she still lives with them, and the father's not in the picture. I wanted to start looking for colleges now and be better prepared, but it turns out I have no money left. I'm literally sobbing while writing this because my parents took my entire fund, and gave it to my sister. Yeah, that's pretty fucked up.
That sucks. I mean, be mad at your parents.
Yeah. I raised the issue on Christmas, and I'm being blamed for ruining Christmas and not loving my niece or my sister. I told them, yes, I really hate each and every one of them. I feel like an asshole for that. Okay, you shouldn't hate them, but they are assholes.
She was probably so angry.
My parents have offered me $10K in exchange to calm me down, but that amount was literally $80K. They are telling me now I'm being greedy. Please, Reddit, help me. Am I being an asshole? Should I take what they are offering me right now? Because according to them, that's what they have got.
They're offering you shut up money so you can never talk about it again.
Yeah. If it was in a will, let me say this. If the inheritance is guarded by a lawyer, you legally have rights to that money. Listen, you have every right to be upset.
Yeah, absolutely.
You probably shouldn't tell them you hate them. because you might want to save that for later, because it sounds like you're going to need that insult later in life. So maybe retract that, but no, not an asshole.
No, absolutely not. I mean, it sucks though that your sister also took the money without saying anything.
Well,
to
she
you.
might not have known.
Oh,
The parents just might have been using that money, and they were like, "Oh, we need to keep taking care of her. Let's just use this money." Like, the sister might not have known.
yeah.
Because she's probably just not going like, "Where are you getting this money, mom and dad?"
Right. But still, that if just her college fund alone was $80K,
Yeah.
how much did the sister get? You know?
Yeah.
And-
if each of them had an $80,000 college fund.
And I know, like, her life choices, you know, she had a lot of commitments that she had to make, being a mother and stuff like that. But that's not an excuse to be at expense of the sister and her future. Like,
babies don't cost $160,000.
No, that's a lot of money.
That's a
Although I
lot of
know,
money.
don't they say that, like, the amount you're going to spend on your child from 0 to 18 is like $100K?
No, it's a lot more.
Oh, it's
than
a
that.
million.
It's a million.
It's a million, yes.
But how's that baby spending so much money in its first few years?
I just don't understand how you give her that much money. And obviously she knew she had a college fund, so I'm assuming she found out about it at the wrong time too. That really sucks.
Yeah.
That's really fucked up.
Yeah, she's 17. She's looking at colleges. And she's like, "Hey, how much money do I have?
Right.
Like, what am I supposed to be doing?" And they were like, "You have nothing."
No, that's so messed up.
That's really messed
and
up.
so much responsibility that now she has to take on that she could have been planning for her whole life.
Like, her future is getting inhibited because her sister messed up her future.
Right, exactly. That is messed up. She has every right to be angry. If it was me,
Yeah.
I would be angry at everybody.
Oh, yeah, I'd be very furious. No, you're not an asshole.
No, not at all. Not an asshole.
Not an asshole. All right. Am I the asshole? My boyfriend places sheets on all of the furniture when I'm on my period.
What? Are you a free bleeder?
Yeah, if you're a free bleeder, no. So my 24-year okay, she wrote this wrong. She is a 24-year-old female, and her boyfriend is a 28-year-old male. Okay, he's old enough to know.
Yeah.
Your dog on your shoulder is killing me.
I don't need a bird because I have
Her
one.
dog is just resting his head on her shoulder. I'm dead. All right. So her boyfriend, my boyfriend is really protective over his furniture. I assume it's because they're white. This really shows when I'm on my period.
Oh, wait, she means the furniture's white.
Oh my God. Her boyfriend's, she doesn't say the race.
I'm assuming because he's white.
because it's white. Oh my God. My boyfriend does this humiliating thing like placing sheets on all of the chairs and lounges. I feel like if I were to leak, I'd just leak through the sheets anyway. And makes me sleep in the guest bedroom on the first 2 days of my period.
What?
In parentheses, my heaviest
I'm
days.
gonna pee my
And then he even asked me about when was the last time I changed my tampon. I'm a grown woman who has had her period since the age of 12. I don't need somebody to remind me to change my tampon. Do you think they have sex when she's on her period?
I'm literally crying. I've never laughed so hard. This is one of the funniest things I've ever heard. Imagine your family coming over, like, why is everything covered in sheets? My girlfriend's on.
No, imagine she's like about to go sit down. He goes, wait, and then puts a napkin down and then she sits.
Oh my God.
There's more. When he does this, I just feel embarrassed, and it gives me the vibes that he
Yeah.
cares more about materialistic objects than me. Yeah, clearly.
Clearly, I'm surprised he doesn't have you sit on the floor.
Oh my God. He gets a dog bed for it.
Just stay on the toilet for 2 weeks.
I'm not even allowed to cuddle him during my period. Oh, this boy has issues.
Why are you with a woman?
What? Yo, to him. I thought you were telling him a woman. I was
But why isn't she with a woman? But why is he with a woman?
He's got issues.
Yeah.
He needs to go to therapy.
Is he afraid of blood? There's a word for that, like if you fear of blood.
Yeah, but it's only the first 2 days when it's the heaviest.
Yeah, but even then, like,
You need to not with him. He has deeper
or
issues.
make it worse and just start doing pranks around the house and like
Yes.
moving fake bloody tampons.
He doesn't understand what a period is, I think.
No.
He acts like I'm just gushing like a waterfall or something. I started my period yesterday, And as I expected, the sheets come out. I decided to put my foot down and I take all the sheets off of all the furniture, which irritated my boyfriend. And I told him he needs to stop treating me like a leaking juice box. He's saying that I have no right to prevent him from keeping his expensive furniture clean, and I'm the one acting like a jerk. I need to know.
Something traumatic must have happened in his life before with somebody having a period, maybe. Like they sat on his lap and she didn't know and got like his jeans bloody or something.
I don't care, know. Bro.
Did she say how old they are?
She said he is a 28-year-old male. And she's a 24-year-old female. This man has issues. You're not an asshole.
I've never again in my life heard of anything.
Just following like around with napkins and sheets.
I could not.
She has to sleep in the bedroom, the guest
bedroom. Oh, no. Oh, absolutely not.
They can't cuddle?
No, absolutely not.
I don't think he knows anything, and also leave him immediately because there are deeper issues. That's like some psychotic behavior.
Absolutely not.
That's wrong.
I don't even have any words that I could put together in the English language to explain how I feel about that.
All right.
Again, if that was me, the first time I ever saw my boyfriend, hey, honey, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just whipping out the sheets because you're on your period. I'm like, oh, I'm leaving.
I'd be like, because we're going to have sex while I'm on my period?
Yeah, right. Hard no. Oh, and you have to sleep in the guest room. No. If anything, he's sleeping in the guest room.
Right? God, no. No. I'm immediately no. All right.
Where do you learn something like that?
That is a traumatic thing.
He grew up without a mother.
No, honestly, there's so many dudes that are freaked out by periods.
Thank God I haven't met one.
Really?
Yeah.
I have.
No, I haven't.
They're everywhere.
I have not.
I chased around my guy friends in high school with a tampon because I wanted them to know
I dated
how it
a lot
worked.
of dogs.
Dogs?
Dogs, like, not great men.
Oh. I thought you were talking about actual canines.
No!
I'm very confused with the eat your tampons.
No! No, a lot of guys that were just, not a lot, I say a lot. I've had like 4 boyfriends, but, guys that just like women so much that they don't care.
They just got in dirty. Hey, power to them.
There's going to be a lot more of other more extreme things that would stop them than a period.
It'd have to be poop, probably. Oh. There was too much silence.
You threw me out with the poop because I was trying to think of situations where poop would come into play.
Butt stiff.
Yeah, that's true. Thank goodness I've never had an experience with that, but I did date somebody one time that I remember asking them like, oh, so what do you do and what do you don't do, you know, in the bedroom? And he was like, no, butt stuff. I was like, can I ask you why? Yeah. And he had told me it was because he had a bad situation with a girl one time doing butt stuff. And like, basically she shit all over him. And the story he told me like gave me nightmares. So I was like, I understand.
Yeah, that is a traumatic thing.
He said he like literally at first thought like everything was good. Maybe it was just, his stuff that went all over or whatever. Yeah. So he flipped on the lights and it was not. What?
That's disgusting.
He said it was like a smell first, and then that's what made him flip on the lights.
I have some male gay friends who have told me, they're like, it happens. You just end up shitting on each other by accident.
Oh hell no!
Like, it's just the thing. He's like, my boyfriend has shit on me a couple times. And I'm like,
it's nothing that you can control, but it doesn't mean that it's not gross.
But if you're doing butt stuff every time you have sex, the odds are. Yeah. The odds are.
If I did butt stuff, I needed like a month to recover. And safely, because I wasn't trying to get like any hemorrhoids or bruising or whatever. Yeah. So I'm like, no, once, and then we'll give it a month so that everything can go back to the way it was and I don't traumatize my bottom.
Your bottom?
And it's worked out for me. No hemorrhoids.
Did we go to a sponsor? No. Let's go to a sponsor. Sponsor. All right, we're back. We're going to do one more of these, all right? Am I the asshole for choosing my sister over my girlfriend? Well, we don't know yet. Depends on the situation.
That title, it doesn't give it away.
No, it does not. All right. Trigger warning, postpartum depression. Oh, thank you. Okay. So I, a 22-year-old male, have an older sister, a 30-year-old female, who always took care of me when my mom had to work at night. Okay. So she's been like a mother figure.
Yeah, a parent figure, yeah.
Okay. Which, looking back on as I got older, she sacrificed her own social life, which probably wasn't easy as a teenager. Okay. I've been dating my girlfriend, who is 21, for 6 months now. It's been going good, and my sister and her seem to get along fine. My sister lives 3 hours away from me, and 2 weeks ago, she had a baby girl. Her husband had to leave for a couple days after the baby was born because he's in the military. Well, last night around 8 p.m., my sister called me crying, talking about how she's not a good mom, and she's scared something's going to happen to her daughter, and she's just been sad and just really distressed. I asked her why she was just now saying something, and she said she didn't want to bother anyone asking for help. I told her I'd come over to help. Okay. Your sister needs you, and you're there.
Yeah.
Okay. My girlfriend and I were watching a movie. She doesn't permanently stay at my place, but she's there at least 4 times a week. I apologized and told her I have to help my sister out. She got upset and said, "You're just going to leave me here like this." And I tried to explain to her that this was an emergency, but she was still mad that I left. My phone started blowing up with texts, so I turned it off until the early this morning. And seeing that my girlfriend and a couple of her friends were texting me saying I'm an asshole and a bad boyfriend, and my sister could have waited until the morning. But I'm pretty sure she has postpartum depression, and it can be pretty serious. So am I the asshole? No.
No.
Your girlfriend is extremely selfish.
Yeah, that's really rude.
That is, you are not the asshole at all. Also, he seems like a very caring man. Like,
for your girlfriend not to jump up and be like, "Oh, let me go with you."
Yeah, like do you need my help? Do you need to do anything?
Right, woman to woman.
Like, okay, I'm noticing this guy is like smart. He put up trigger warning. He knows what postpartum depression is.
Yeah.
He is aware his sister gave up her social life to raise him. He seems like a very in tune man.
Yeah.
And what? Yes. Oh, my girlfriend is saying yes over there. But your girlfriend is really no, she's toxic.
She's got something wrong with her.
She needs to figure out her own. Your guys are young, right?
That's
You're
literally your
22,
family.
21.
That's your sister.
Yeah. No, it wasn't like you missed her graduation and you could have gone a few hours later to help your sister. You were literally watching a movie. Like, I get, like, if my girlfriend did that, well, no, I would just be like, oh my God, go.
Right.
There would be no issue.
No. I don't see how it's even an issue. I don't understand her side at all.
Like, even if we had like a date plan and my girlfriend's like, hey, I have to cancel, like this thing came up, I have to go up. I'd be like, okay, yeah. Like, even if it was like an actual thing planned.
Right. Your sister needs you.
No, you're not an asshole. Your
No.
girlfriend's not a good person.
Reconsider. Yeah. Reconsider.
And her friends are also getting in on. No, whoa, wait. Her friends are getting in on this?
Yeah.
No, that is so immature.
No.
That is so immature.
There's no reason for it.
No.
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 The only thing I would understand in this situation is if it wasn't your sister, if it was like a friend that was a girl, and then maybe she feels a
like
little
your
uncomfortable.
ex. Yeah.
Yeah, like
your
something
ex.
like that.
Yeah.
There's no reason.
No, it's your sister.
No, your sister needs you. She
Who
calls. Go.
you're on really good terms with.
Yeah, and double think the people you're with if they think that's wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nope.
Okay.
She's
that
the
one
asshole.
that one was too easy. We'll do one more. All right. Am I the asshole for refusing to bow to my Korean fiance's grandparents? Yes. Immediately. My girlfriend screamed yes. Yes, immediately. It is their culture.
And it's like, it's not that you didn't know, you refused. So you must have been told ahead of time.
Yeah. And also, what does it hurt you to bow?
Right.
It's just a sign of respect, bro. Let's read this. My fiance is a Korean American, and I am American. We've met each other's parents before, and she's met my grandparents, but I've yet to meet her grandparents because they live in Korea. We are planning a trip to Korea as soon as possible so I can meet her grandparents. Cute. She is asking me to bow to her grandparents when we meet, since respecting the elders is a big deal in the Korean culture. Not just like a casual dip, like a full-on 90-degree bow. Okay, is that yeah, because the deeper the bow, the more respect it is.
Scoliosis? Like, what's...
You got back
Is there
problems,
a reason medically?
I said I'd rather not since I found it emasculating.
Oh
my
my
God. Oh, and I just don't bow to anyone. Fuck you, bro.
Oh my God.
Go fuck yourself. Go, no.
You know what I'd do? I'd kick you in the dick so you'd have to bow to me. That's what I would do. You'd bend over. Oh!
Hit me. She said it was important to her culture, but I pointed out that she didn't bow to my grandparents or parents. Yeah, because it's not part of their culture, bitch.
You don't bow to my parents.
I just think it's hypocritical to expect me to bow to her grandparents when she didn't bow to mine.
Don't date somebody from a different culture.
Did she hug them or shake their hand because that's part of your grandparents' culture? Did she do that?
Right.
Even though that's not part of her culture? You're a stupid piece of shit. My grandparents aren't my superiors just because of their age. Why should I have to bow? It's a sign of respect in the culture,
You're
bro.
You're literally marrying. I can't.
You're stupid.
I can't.
You're dumb.
I can't.
She said it was just one tiny thing I could do to earn their respect, but I said that if it was so tiny, it should be fine if I don't do it. And then I respect myself, and that's... No, you don't respect yourself. You have a fragile little ego that you don't understand how to keep... That,
I hope she left him.
And that's why I'm not going to bow. She said, I have to respect... And I said she was just going to have to respect my decision. She thinks I'm the asshole for that. Am I the asshole? Yes.
Absolutely.
1,000 times yes.
Absolutely.
You're an insecure little baby.
Absolutely. That is so... And he already said what the reasoning for it was. It wasn't medical.
Dude.
And to call her a hypocrite?
No, you're just an uneducated douchebag.
Right.
God.
No.
His ego is so fragile.
No.
How is it emasculating to bow to someone?
That is insane.
Because they would bow back. That's part of the culture.
Nope, absolutely. He's done.
He's stupid.
Done.
Girl, don't marry him.
You are the asshole, sir.
You are a raging asshole.
Absolutely.
All right, well.
See,
what?
God or whoever's up there knows not to put me in these kind of situations or relationships.
My girlfriend's just peeking around a corner giggling. Did you have something to say? Oh, she's just mad. Okay.
It's ridiculous.
Okay, God or someone.
Or someone that knows not to put me in these kind of relationships or situations because I would not tolerate it.
You would just never be with someone who would even have that thought process.
We would never make it that far. There has to be other signs that pop up before you get to this kind of point.
Yes. He is clearly racist and uneducated.
But
he thinks he's not racist because he's marrying someone who is Korean American.
Right.
Didn't he ask her to have respect for him?
Yeah, he asked her to have respect for him.
And he also said he has more respect for himself.
Yeah, but he won't respect her by following her cultural
and
rules.
He had to point point out it's a 90-degree bow.
It was not even a little bow. It's a 90-degree bow. Yeah, bro.
Get over it, bro. If that's the one thing you could do to gain her grandparents' respect,
yeah,
do it.
Yeah. If it was like, hey, in my family, we don't hug, I'd be like, cool, and I wouldn't try and hug anyone.
Right.
They're like, hey, in my family, we hug. Cool, I'd hug. If they're like, hey, in my family, we get butt naked and run around, I would not do that.
Or it's like, hey, in my family household, my mom doesn't appreciate cuss words. Like,
you don't cuss.
Yeah, it's respect. What is bowing doing?
How is that? Yeah. It's not how is it emasculating?
Right.
When the men there do it. How is that emasculating? And if that is what your masculinity and ego and pride ride on, is if you bow to someone?
I have a personal am I the asshole story.
Please.
And so it's not me, it's somebody in my family, but for some reason it made me think of this. So my whole family, like cousins and aunts and stuff, we were all over eating dinner one night. And my sister's husband had come in late because he came in late from work. Okay. He sat down. We did our family prayer. Everybody's about to eat dinner. And then my aunt looks over at him, my sister's husband, and says something along the lines of, are you not going to remove your hat at the dinner table? It's so disrespectful. And he looked at her and said, no, I'm not going to remove my hat. And again, it's not my aunt's house. It's my parents' house.
Yeah,
So who's the asshole in that situation?
Well, what did your parents care?
Oh no, they didn't say it. Everybody just kind of sat there and looked back and forth like, what's gonna happen?
If your parents' house.
My aunt has always been a perfectionist, like very proper, like, you know, pasta and salad fork. She literally used to come over to our house growing up, and she would go upstairs and like look in our rooms to see if they were clean. Like my mom used to always say, like, make sure the house is clean. Like your aunt's coming over today.
Your aunt is a bitch. Fuck your aunt.
Right?
She's a bitch.
Right? Because I know like wearing a hat inside or wearing a hat at the dinner table could be disrespectful.
So it's an old thing. It's not her house. She doesn't get to make the rules.
Right.
If it was at her house, he should remove the hat. But if your parents didn't give a fuck,
right,
then he doesn't need to remove his hat.
Right.
So like my mom's mom, my grandma on my mom's side, had the rule I wasn't allowed to wear a hat at the dinner table at her house. But when she ate dinner at our house, I could wear my hat because it was my parents' house. It's their rules.
I agree.
So you can have rules for your house, and if people want to come to your house, they have to follow those rules.
With those kind of little rules too that don't make sense to me, like those are the kind of rules
that you want to break.
Yeah.
Because
I'm like, please explain to me what my hat is doing at the dinner table.
Yes. So even though like you don't have to understand it, but if you're going to eat at that person's house or go to that person's house, you have to respect their rules.
Right.
Even if you don't.
But then you have hat hair.
I know, and it doesn't look cute. I'd be like, turn around so I can see your face, but don't have to look at your hair. If that's,
I'd be the person like, okay, what table can I eat at with a hat?
Yeah. So like, if you go to someone's house, you should follow their rules, unless it's like, hey, we all have to eat naked. Yeah. That's disgusting. I don't know why I keep going back to that.
Maybe it comes with my authority figure issues, but I'm like, your rules also, I feel like, have to make sense.
They do. That's always, me as a kid, I'd be like, this doesn't make sense, but I'm going to follow it. And that's my thing. The laws, I follow the laws if they make sense.
Always.
I follow rules if they make sense and they keep people safe.
Yeah.
But the second they don't, I'm like, that's stupid.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't get it.
Like, explain to me why it's a rule.
Hat, it's a beanie. You know,
like, I was a kid that I was like, explain to me why, and then I will follow it. If there's logic behind this, I will follow it.
Like growing up, when you couldn't wear like spaghetti straps to school, and I would like measure, like you have to measure like your finger on it or whatever. Yeah. And it would always be thick. But of course, like if a yard supervisor or like a male like yard supervisor would come up and they're like, oh, that's not thick enough. And I'm like, yeah, bro, look at your finger compared to mine. Like that doesn't make sense to me. Like
it does stupid. What is 1 more centimeter going to do?
Right.
Is that going to stop you from looking at me, you pervert?
And then I spend the rest of my day wearing a gym shirt.
Free clothes. All right.
This was fun.
All right.
The sheets on the furniture one, that's one of the best story I've ever heard in my life.
Also, everyone, you're dating toxic people or you are an asshole. Everyone reevaluate your relationships.
Yeah, set some boundaries. And if it's weird, get out.
Yeah. I don't think there was any that was like, well.
No.
It was all clear.
Yeah. Clear as day.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you to our sponsors if we had any. I don't know who wants to sponsor this podcast. It's really fucking weird.
Flex Disc.
Flex Disc. Oh, yeah. Vibrators are us. Butt plugs.
Dog toys.
Oh, all right. That's it. Subscribe and follow and like and do all the things you're supposed to do. And we'll see you back here in 2 weeks for another episode.
And don't forget to comment how much you guys love me.
That too. Also follow Joy on Instagram and TikTok at, what is it?
Jump for Joy. Instagram is 2 J's on the Joy, and TikTok is just Jump for Joy.
Fur, like F-U-R?
Yes, fur.
Jump for Joy. Dog stuff. That's all. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Rachel Uncensored, the only place on the internet where you can find the uncensored version of me, Rachel Ballinger. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like, subscribe, or follow, or do whatever this platform tells you to do so that you can get notified every time I post a new episode. Love ya!